Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm on my way to a winter island, as you can see, my winter island. I can't quite believe it, but I did it. I finished this entire island and I'm really excited to show you today, even if it's June already. Let's do this. All right, and here we are. Welcome to the area. For full disclosure, I am visiting with one of my regular Switches today because I made this island on my Switch Lite, and therefore I can't really create any video content with it. But here we are visiting, and this way I can show you what I did on this island and all the secret little pathings. The DA is right there on the screen if you also want to visit, or it'll also be on the card or my social medias and stuff. But basically there it is. And here's my lineup. So of course there's me living pretty much in the center, I'm just realizing. We've got T-Bone, Marshall, Gabby, Fang, Olivia, Mary, Poncho, Flurry, Rolled, and Stu. I do not have the DLC on this island. Wait, let's talk about the map for a second. I do not have the DLC on this island, so all the houses that you'll see are actually the ones that they come with, and that's kind of why I chose all these villagers. As you can see, it's definitely already kind of like a white and blue kind of color scheme. The map, I would say, looks okay, like quite decent, I think. It's definitely like a very natural island. I think you can pretty much see that from the map, and you can also probably see a big lake coming up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this island. So the name is Aralea. It doesn't really mean anything. I just found it. I thought it looked really pretty and it kind of fit the vibe that I wanted. And it's supposed to be a frosty winter forest. So it's a winter island, but there's nothing Christmas going on. Everything's just like in a blue and white color scheme. And I tried to make it super like natural and just kind of like a winter forest. Right here by the entrance, we've got Fang. His house is absolutely beautiful, and I gave him some books, just like a cozy spot to read. And then there in the back, you can see resident services. Also, I just saw Flurry to the left with the little moon on the side. I chose 7 a.m. because I think this is just an incredibly beautiful time. And also, you will see I chose those very soft clouds. I think this is not the perfect moment to look at them, but there we go. We also just have like a little seating spot right here to the airport because of course you can wait for visitors or something, and then we can just head on through the forest. You will see that most of this island is literally filler areas, which is also why it took me quite a while in the end to finish this, because it was a little repetitive, but it's exactly the vibe that I want for this island. You know, all the flowers and different weeds and shrubs and that kind of stuff. I also put some bubble machines every once in a while because I feel like they're quite cute for winter. And then right here next to resident services, we have a little ice rink, just with a little sign, some shoes and stuff. And of course the Plain Lights Party Arch. I absolutely love this item. You'll see it a bunch of times on this island as well. And then here off to the side is just a little cafe. You can kind of, drink some coffee or hot chocolate or whatever they do serve. And then I did decorate all of my beaches. A lot of them are little filler areas, and like this one here, not the easiest to access, but you can access all of them. So on this one, we got a little toy duck spot over here. And then if you do actually go ahead and head down on the beach, there is another little duck area right here with the little log bench to sit down on. And now you can see the sky that I chose. It's quite beautiful. Right, off to the left, we just have like a worn little boat and then a decayed tree in the white, because I thought that was quite nice on this frosty island. It kind of didn't feel like a coconut tree moment, so I just kind of did that instead. And then let's continue heading up here. So going over this bridge, we'll kind of enter this almost floating island with Flurry's house. There's a couple of snow angels. There's some waterfalls behind her house that I mostly blocked with her house, which is great, but they are there. And again, all of my villagers on this island will have their little picture out front. I always find that that's like a cute little detail because it shows you who lives there and all that kind of stuff. So I like to kind of do that. And then if we continue over here, we will be led to the shopping district. I actually made like a big plaza area on this island. I don't think I've ever really done that before. You can kind of sit down here on this on this fountain thing and then kind of see the entire plaza. I just tried to kind of put a few items around to make it look a bit more full, like a little bike or some scattered papers and stuff like that. There's a little clothing display for Able Sisters, and then there's obviously box court going on. I couldn't build an island without box court. I mean, hello. This time, of course, I tried to go for more like blue and white, as well as some of the like brownish kind of colors. You know, we've got a little bit of a delivery zone over here and all that kind of stuff, some shopping baskets and all of that. And then if you head on over to the left here, we've just got a little shed with some starter plants and then a little tree farm. I didn't want to make this Christmassy at all, so I've really kept it like just frozen. And I think if you kind of look at this view, you really get like a pretty good vibe for this island, because everything is really supposed to just be super, super frozen and kind of like very crisp and serene and calm. That's kind of like the idea that I had for this island. All right, let's head up here, which is going to be my campsite. So for one, we of course have the campsite itself. I did invite Sherp for this one because I thought he quite fits with the blue and the little snowflake sweater. And then over here is just another little spot with a couple of extra tents. So we just got like a cozy little campsite. And then you can also go ahead to the right-hand side. There is a little place for you to just rest, and you can already spot a few duckies around again. I used the vertical board fencing because I quite like the fact that it blocked like the view of the sky in the background. And then, like I said before, even though this beach is not necessarily a main attraction or anything, you can go and visit. It's mostly, again, some filler decorations, but this kind of really felt true and like right for this island. It does have another one of those old boats, and then you know, a little tiny bit of a pollution rock. Again, a little bit of an abandoned beach over here, and then immediately people nook start dropping their trash, you know. All right, let's go back to the campsite, because you can also take this little plank pathway and climb up. By the way, in the DA, I've left you an outfit by the entrance, as well as a bunch of different gifts and little things to discover throughout the tour. And there is no ladder or vaulting pole because you don't need it. Whenever you climb up, there is a ladder kind of installed, just like here. So you just got a little bit of an overview spot for the campsite right here with the trees and everything. I am so in love with this lighting. Again, there's more like ducks and also some bunnies to discover up here. And then let's kind of continue. I love the way that the sun kind of starts reflecting and kind of makes the sky go like a very soft color. I think it's super pretty, and I like how it kind of works with the trees. So this is what I decided to go with. Over here to the left, just next to the campsite, I just made a little wood chopping area, you know, because preparing for winter, getting some wood ready because you need to kind of warm up and stay cozy. And then we're entering the mountain region. This is mostly also, I guess, like it's just a filler area. You just walk past this and you can't really do anything here. But I don't know, when they introduced these volcanoes, and I already used these on my Four Seasons Island in the winter part, when they introduced these, I knew that I had to kind of put them there. So we do have this one. And then from the mountain area, we are transitioning over to the sledding or sleighing hill. Is it sledding or sleighing? I don't know. But we've got Poncho living right here, a little snow person, and then walking down these steps and over this path, you can see there is stuff going on here. I don't know. I feel like this looks like a lot of fun. You also have another little, you know, parking spot for some more sleighs down here. And then it kind of just circles around, and it's a little fun build that I wanted to incorporate on the winter island as well. All right, let's head down here. Again, you can see kind of the fencing in the background, which are just supposed to kind of make the view a little bit better. And then a lot of filler things. We've got a little fishing spot to the right-hand side here, which I thought was quite nice. I really love the frozen puddle code. Speaking of, all of my codes I have saved on my card. I will link that down in the description box below, but it should basically just be sparksby.card.co/ and then I think it's like a hashtag Aralea or something. I will put all the information down below. And then over here we have Gabby and Marshall living pretty much next to each other because, you know, their houses are essentially the same. So I wanted to kind of put them together. Gabby just has a cozy little spot with some cookies right here, so you can sit down, warm up, I don't know, but you can definitely have a little snack. Love these trees in the middle of pathing. I always do that when I have the chance. And then the beach over here is just kind of like a little storage area. There is going to be like flower farms coming up, so I decided to kind of make it as though this was almost like storing things for those little farms. And then over here we've just got like a little stargazing spot. Very simple, you know, just a couple of stools and Moroccan footrests and everything. And I thought that was quite cute on the rock in the back. Before we look at the right-hand side and look what the heck is going on with the colors there, let's go to the peninsula. Again, Marshall just has a cozy little bench to sit on. And then the peninsula, I really wanted to have the gazebo. I think this is quite a romantic looking spot. I really like it though. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It was a little funny because I had this decorated, but then the entire like right-hand side wasn't, so it looked kind of odd, but we've incorporated it now and I think it's totally okay now. So then over here we've got Olivia's house, and Olivia has purple flowers. You might have noticed the rest of the island really only has white and blue flowers. However, we've got a little pond. I'll show you this on the map. We've got like a lake or pond with two cats living on each side. We've got Olivia on this side and then Mary on the other side. And you'll see the little dots, right? Because according to their roof colors, their houses are almost identical, you know, apart from their roof. And I decided to kind of focus on the roof colors, put them on opposite sides of the lake, and both give them like a flower garden with the colors of their roof. So Olivia's is kind of white and purple. We've got a few bunnies roaming around and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll get to Mary's in just a second, but we'll head up here first, which is like a Plain Lights party arch / gyroid pathway. I don't really know how to call it. You can also already see the beach on the left hand side. We've got some wave breakers, some natural decorations, a little decayed tree and stuff. And then over here to the right, we've got another little ice rink where you can just enjoy time on this winter island on top of the mountain or on top of like the higher tier. And then if you go through like the trees and the filler stuff here, you can actually get quite like a decent view of the lake already. So it's kind of funny how green the lake looks in this light, but the lake was actually, I think, the very first thing that I knew I wanted to put on this island. Like I just knew that on my winter island I wanted to have a big peaceful lake. So there's that. We'll see it from different angles as well. We have a tiny little land bridge, and then here you can kind of see the gyroids come into action and some more of those plain light party arches. By the way, that is a very unhandy name, can I just say. Also, we've just got some boats stored away, you know, because it's winter and stuff. And then here are the gyroids kind of having a little party. And then we'll go to like the museum, I think at the end, but we'll circle up here first. So over this bridge, you know, there's just some waterscaping. We've got some bubbles blowing. You kind of see the ice rink from down here. Another little bench to just sit down on and kind of chill during the frosty air. We've got a little snow person being built. And then if we head on over here, this is the lake view from like the bottom tier pretty much. I really do like this. I recommend doing the photo hack, which is like entering your camera and then putting the camera all the way up and then going into like first person, putting it all the way up and then exiting the first person, and then you can go even higher and get like a better view. I do think this is quite like a very happy spot for me. I really do like how this turned out, because you just see the water and like the sunlight reflecting on it and the wind turbines in the back. Like this makes me quite happy. So yeah, this is pretty much what I had in mind when I started the winter island. I don't actually know how long I've been working on this island, by the way. I think I started it sometime in like November or December, so it must have been about 5-6 months maybe. I was like playing on and off though. It was laying, you know, just like vacant for a while, but yeah. We do have Mary's house as promised over here. She does have a pink roof, so I decided to actually give her a pink and white flower garden. I know it is a shocker. Take your time to process that, you know, me making a pink area voluntarily when it's not necessarily part of the island theme. But yeah, I wanted to have Mary on this island, and she just comes with this house. And since I don't have the DLC, I just wanted to kind of incorporate it and make it like make sense almost, right? Right, and then you might have already spotted that there are some ladders here, which you can climb up on or climb up to, use to climb up. I don't know. This gives you another view pretty much of the lake as well as Mary's house. You know, you're welcome to play with the different camera angles if you do decide to visit. I feel like there might be some stuff I haven't discovered myself just yet. But yeah, and again, you can see the clouds. I think the lake and the clouds, those were what I had planned. And then this is just a little spot that connects to my own house via a little bridge. Which is, yeah, also supposed to blend in with like the frosty kind of vibe. We'll go inside in a second, but just so you know where we are, this is where we also have a good view of the plaza, which like from the shopping district. But before we go down and explore some more, let's take a look at my house. All right, welcome to the winter themed house. I wanted this to be quite a realistic house. So this is kind of the room that you just like, yeah, enter when you come in, obviously, duh. But basically that's just what I took as inspiration. So we've just have like a little corner over here where you can warm up with some hot chocolate or tea or anything like that. You can also just, you know, eat some cookies, of course. We do have a little doggo playing right there. The groceries were put there, you know, socks are flying everywhere. And then there's also just like a little entertainment area, some books, you know, another little hot chocolate or coffee or something. And just things kind of stored and put everywhere. And then I'm I'm a little proud of this, but this is how I blocked off my room in the back. I had initially planned to upload my DA from this, ended up not working out, but I still kind of like this because you can actually go to the other room, but it kind of gives you a glimpse of like there is something there, you know. And then I just put some stuff in front of it because I was like, oh, maybe this is kind of just like my storage area or a crafts room or something, and that these things are supposed to go in that room, and we're just kind of storing it there. But yeah, basically this is like the entry room. I wouldn't call this a living room necessarily because my upstairs has quite a living room feel. But yeah, as far as things go, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. And now let's go to the bathroom. I had not decorated a bathroom in quite a while, but I really wanted to for this island, also with this like blue and white color scheme. And again, I have to say, I don't hate how this turned out. So over here to the left, we've got a little bit of a laundry area. You know, we've got the washing, like powder stuff happening over there, some laundry baskets. You can hang them up, of course. Some socks are flying everywhere again. This is just the little, you know, sink for you to wash your hands. And I put the picture up as kind of a mirror. I don't know if that does come across. I decided to block off the window because, as you can see, it's not the prettiest window, but I quite like the tiles on this, so I just used this curtain. We have, of course, the main part, I think, of this bathroom, the tub with my Nintendo Switch ready to go. And then over behind that little medium wooden partition is the toilet because, you know, privacy and stuff. Bathrooms are kind of interesting because obviously washing machines are not the prettiest thing, but I think it's still kind of aesthetic. I don't know. And here we are in the kitchen. So the kitchen is definitely more blue than white almost. I wanted the ranch furniture. I thought that that was quite pretty. And then we just have like a little, you know, dining room moment over there. The kitchen is all the way to the left, of course. And then we also just have a little storage area, a couple of condiments and kind of stuff like that. Also, can we talk about those cupcakes? Please give them to me. Like IRL, I mean. I think they're like brown sugar cupcakes. My gosh, they look too good. But yeah, this was also kind of fun to try out in like a different color scheme. And welcome to the basement. Just like my basement on my last island that I did on my Switch Lite that was offline, the no terraforming island, this is an actual basement. We just have a lot of different things stored. Fun fact, this cardboard bed situation is also where I uploaded my DA. Very comfortable moment. But yeah, we just have a lot of like camping gear. You know, we also have like a bit of laundry and the dryer going on. There's a guitar, there's a workbench, which is actually accessible. I think so, at least. Yeah, you can squeeze through here and then actually use this one if you wanted to. We've got some trash, you know, a mop, some stuff for summer, kind of, a lot of music pieces, all of that kind of stuff. Happy birthday things. And again, I tried to make this basement in a blue and white color scheme, which was so fun to do. If you have never done an actual like basement, this is your hint to try it. It is the most fun ever. I really love those so much. And then last but not least, this is the bedroom slash living room situation. So over here, we've got my little bed, or actually, no, it's kind of a large bed. We also have the Nintendo Switch, of course. There's some books, there's some music going on. And then over here, this is like a cozy little sleepover living room situation, a lot of tents. You know, this is probably also just where the, you know, Animal Crossing community would meet up and just have like an Animal Crossing sleepover together. And of course, the wallpaper. I had to include somewhere, right? I had to. And then I really wanted to include these Moroccan lights, and I think I quite like how it turned out. And again, white and blue. This house was literally so much fun to make. Of course, it was one of the last things that I made, so I was getting quite impatient, but trying to stick to a specific color scheme is somehow a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Right, and after warming up a bit on the inside, let's continue the tour here out in the frosty air, and let's head down the stairs. So you can also kind of get a little bit of a better view of the plaza if you decide to kind of go back here. Again, if you do the little photo trick and you just go up and then exit and go up again, you get quite a decent view of the plaza, I think. I quite like this. I have tried kind of I think I navigated with some friends and kind of try, oh my god, look at me peeking. Look at me peeking through on the bottom left. That's kind of adorable. Kind of creepy, but kind of adorable. I've tried to navigate with some friends and then sit down on the fountain. Obviously, that's kind of hard to do by yourself because it's a very long path. But this is, I quite enjoyed this view as well. And then this is by the resident services. We saw this from the other side, which is the ice ring, just for orientation purposes, and then this is just the other side, so this kind of circles around. What we haven't seen yet is the area down here. So this is just a little pathway along the cliffs right by my house. So if you tilt down, you can see my house there. There was a bit of a double bridge moment going on, although I will be honest with you, it's a little hard to catch on a picture. Because my house is always kind of cut off and it's a little awkward. But yeah, I mean, there is somewhat of a double bridge moment kind of going on here. I don't know, tilting I feel doesn't make it better. But yeah, anyway, this is where the island lovebirds live, which are Stu and T-Bone. We've got Stu living here on the upper tier, you know, blue house, absolutely adorable, love him. And then just a cozy little spot here with a garland to sit down on, and you can already spot it to the left because that is T-Bone's house. They live quite close to each other because I'm pretty sure they're in love. Even when they didn't live close to each other, they were constantly in the same area and always running around each other. It was really quite adorable. And fun fact, T-Bone is actually one of my all-time favorite villagers. I have fallen in love with him so much on this island, it's not even funny. He is such a like underappreciated, misunderstood character. He is the most adorable ever. But yeah, he lives here right by Stu's house. They live close to each other, you know, so they go on dates all the time and stuff like that. Over here to the left, we just have a little gazebo. I thought this color combination was just quite nice and a little cute, like filler area that's a little more special somewhat. Going to the beach here will bring you to the winter market. The winter market is basically just a setup of different stalls that offer some different foods and drinks. You know, we've got some Again, some of those cookies, and you can drink some tea, some hot chocolate. We've got some more of those delicious cupcakes, some cake, some bread and soup to warm up, of course. And then over here, can we talk about this, like these like potatoes and this like bread soup bowl thing? Oh my God. They did such a good job with these food items. Oh, they disappeared. There we go. Oh my God, that looks so good. And then over here to the right, we've just got the delivery zone for this market because obviously they kind of need to bring all this stuff. So this is kind of where they store in the meantime, and then they open the winter market every once in a while during winter, which is just on the beach here. Yeah, I don't know. I quite like this. I love the design on the stalls as well. And let's continue over here through the frosty forest. We've got Roll living here, another little snow angel out front, a little snow person. Just kind of a cozy spot right here by this bridge, which will lead us over to where we've previously already kind of been. So we did head over to this bridge, which leads to the lake. And now we're gonna go down here and look at the last little portion of the beach. Hello, Roald. There he is. This is where I've got my museum. And for this one, I decided to keep it very, very simple in terms of the decorations outside and kind of go for somewhat of a museum cafe kind of feel with these bistro table things. And then those were the boats that we saw from the cliff pathway kind of. And then over here to the pier. Imagine Captain is not there, okay? Because he won't be in the DA. We've just got some museum stuff, you know, some fancy museum stuff, and then the museum cafe kind of here on the beach. Some natural fillers, kind of continues on this side, and then there is another little cozy spot right here by the beach, which actually brings us to the end of the tour. That is my winter island. Yes, there you go. That is my winter island. Roll is here to tell you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. I know it's not really the time for a winter island. I don't quite know how excited everyone will be about this one. I'm actually kind of really excited. On the one hand, because I'm quite proud of myself for finishing a winter island. On the other hand, because now I can finally start something else. Winter is a tough season to decorate in. I will not lie about that. But I did have fun. It was really fun to kind of try out a different color scheme to my usual kind of green stuff. Gosh, Roald is such a chunky baby. Look at him. But yeah, with that, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content somewhat like this. Probably not a winter island, but you know. And then I hope you have an awesome time until I see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.